paycheck?
The living from paycheck to paycheck, I don't even want to judge because for a lot of Filipinos, you know, if you're in a financial journalist like me, and you look at the GDP growth of the country and the inequality in the country, it's understandable that a lot of Filipinos will live paycheck to paycheck. Minimum wage, 30,000 a month, tapos 5 yung anak mo, talagang hindi kaya, di ba? But I have also been able to interact with, in Pasig, there was this balloon vendor. He makes 500 pesos a week, a day, sorry. He makes 500 pesos a day. I asked him to save 25 pesos a day for 5 days. Sabi ko sa kanya, yung pang Sabado tsaka Linggo niya, pang gin tonic. Ay, pang gin tonic. Pang gin niya na lang. So, I said, okay, if you can save 25 pesos a day, that's going, and then increase that by 5 pesos every month. So 25 pesos a day for 1 month, 30 pesos the next month. I challenged him. It's going to be 12,600 pesos after 12 months. That's in your Ipon tracker. That is, by the way, the gift from Tala. You see your Ipon trackers. Can you look at them? On page, I don't remember, there's some pages there. Can you say thank you to Tala first? So you can use that for example, if you're training your children so that when they start making money in the corporate world, the habit of saving is already ingrained. So, Direct Alex, what page is the Ipon tracker? Ayan. Somebody, okay, so can you, see, okay. So if you shade that, every time you save 25 pesos, that's already allowed. So even balloon vendors can actually save money. From the macro perspective, it's impossible, but individual people have been able to prove that savings can be done. 12,600 pesos in your bank account, some people na nakakurbata sa Makati, walang ganun. Yung mga naglalakad-lakad doon na naka-latte, wala yung 12,000 pesos sa bank account nila. But the balloon vendor can do it. Yeah. So it's possible, I guess, on a case-to-case basis, to stop yourself from living from paycheck to paycheck at hindi nakapila the day na 15 and 30, nakapila na sa ATM. Just start with your emergency funds. And you can automate that in some bank apps.
Thank you, Ms. Alva. If a balloon vendor can do such, so can we.
Yeah.
Are there any other questions? Kindly please raise your hand. A Tala ambassador will approach you.
Hi, thank you for what you shared. We learned a lot. I would just like to ask, what first investment do you recommend for beginners?
For beginners, I suggest first there are some digital banks that offer 4% na lang pala, hindi na 6, dati more. So that's not an investment, but that's a higher yield than other banks. No? Start with that, and then once it gets bigger, you can start with your Pag-ibig MP2 because it's a government agency. And the dividends are not consistent, but they're much higher and safer than investments in the bond market and in the stocks. After the Pag-ibig MP2, you can either start with a money market fund or a mutual fund or an ETF so that you get the feel of investing in capital markets. Once you're done with that, then you can learn. I do not suggest that you put money in stocks or bonds unless you're okay with reading financial statements. I do not like it when people invest in the stock market but they do not understand financial statement because that means how you choose stocks is based on what other people say about those stocks. Wala kang sarili mong conviction. And when you don't have a conviction, when the stock market crashes, you sell at the wrong time, you buy at the wrong time. You lose money if that's the case. Pero, bonds are okay. There are retail treasury bonds na 5,000 pesos na. So that's good for long-term savings. Kunwari, magsuschool yung anak mo, di ba? Pwede na. safer. Properties are okay also for the Philippines. Just don't buy properties that are in the fault line or in places na laging binaba.
There you go. Any other questions? Please kindly raise your hand. You will hear.
Hello. Given na constantly tumataas yung pressure ng mga basic needs and also may tax, for those who are in the gig economy, like mga content creators, na hindi rin naman consistent yung positive income sa kanila, paano makaka-catch up sa letting yung sa jar management system? May mga adjustment na dapat gawin. Can you share yung tips para makasabay?
That's a really tough question, you know, yung pag umaakit yung inflation. Although now inflation has gone down, but a 1 to 2% inflation rate doesn't mean that prices don't go up. So this is why you still feel tight. Even though the government says, okay, the inflation has gone down, you still feel tight because inflation means prices still go up, diba? The jar management system is my way of making you budget without overly thinking about it. So, if you can, get rid of items in your budget that are not super necessary. Right? So, but we don't want you naman din not to enjoy yourself. That's why there's a play jar. So, when you're budgeting, I suggest that I used to be one of the country's first blogger so my blog, I started my blog in the Inquirer.net website. It's called Money Smarts. So I answered this question a lot. Paano na yan? Ang mahal ng presyo ng bilihin. So, if your budget is tight, you must look for a better place that gives you lower. Depends kasi where you shop. So, yung iba, dating, pwede bang magsabi ng brands? So, the others who used to buy kunwari gulay in the mall, I asked them to go to the wet market. So you still have the same amount of gulay but lower the cost. So it's really small tricks like that. If you're budgeting, I'll share with you, I'm not shy about this. When I was saving money to buy our house, with 4 children and 2 maids, it was difficult, right? Because the monthly budget, I didn't want to scrimp on nutrition. So instead of buying gulay from SM, where I live close by, pupunta ako Balintawak Market. Ang laki ng difference. So it's really where you buy sometimes. Appliances, buy from the outlets instead of the mall. So little tricks like that can help you. But the thing is you have to be very mindful. Sana magkaroon ng budget up si Pa. Sorry.
Thank you, Ms. Albert. I think we have room for a few more. Please raise your hand. Don't be shy. Sulitin na natin yung oras with the financial vision by Ms. Albert.
This is a very smart group. The questions are difficult.
Oh, I know. Challenging. Any other questions?
Yun pa, even the school. Because this was an article I wrote for the Philippine Daily Inquirer before. There's a lot of us pressure to enroll our children in the schools that have the best names but are also very expensive. But you know what? There's a study. 2 kids who had the highest test scores in the national exams, public school. Public school. So, it depends on the parents. Parang that study said the ability of the kids to learn a lot depended on, number 1, the teacher, the principal, and the parents. And the parents in that study, they made sure that the kids were busog. Because if they were hungry, they can't learn. So, we don't need very high tuition rates. Please don't tell Ateneo I'm gonna die. I'm a CPR ako. Okay. Yes.
Miss Sam?
Question. Go, Sam.
Mababaw na question lang po.
We like mababa.
For my son, kasi he likes asking for a toys lagi pag nasa outside kami. So, how do I tell him na, kasi syempre kinukuha ko siya sa money ko, di ba? Or sometimes nakabigay sa kanya. So, how do I tell him na you should save your own money na lang instead of buying a toy? Kasi gusto niya, paglalabas kami, may nabibili siya. Sobrang fulfilling yung, basta may nabili siya, okay, super happy na siya. Then, tomorrow, wala na siya pakidun sa toy. So, parang instead of buying a toy for him, how do I tell him na you save your own money na lang? Kasi parang hindi, wala pa siya, syempre bata pa lang siya.
How old is
He's
he?
just 6 years old.
6 years old.
So, nandun pa siya sa thinking na he wants toys palagi. So at very, gusto ko sa age pa lang niya na very young, gusto ko matuto na siya mag-save up. So, how do I encourage him na mag-save na lang instead of buying a toy?
Okay, sa pedagogy ng mga, like in Waldorf, the concept of money is taught at a very young age. But not for spending. It's for creating a better world. Oh, di ba? Lalim, no? Ganon. That's how they teach it. So it's good to teach them at this age because eventually when they get to the working stage, they already have it ingrained in them. So first teach them about values. They have to know that money doesn't grow on trees. So for example, when you're working and he can't be with you, you can't attend to him, tell him, okay, Nana is doing this because we have to buy your food, ganon. So now he understands. The reason why he keeps asking for toys, he doesn't understand that when you swipe, it's money coming from your own efforts. So first, to teach young children about money, you have to teach them about work and the value of work.
So yun yung sinasabi niya, pag-work daw ako. Para may mapili siya ng toy. Ano ang sinasabi niya yun?
Okay, so if he's there already, he understands. Give him work. Give him work so that because then he sees you working, he doesn't see the sacrifice, make him work. And then give him a little bit. Okay, so you wash the dishes, learn how to wash his own clothes, for example. And then give him like a little bit lang, not a lot. Then when he saves that, he can use that to buy his toys. Then he will know how to budget because he realizes it's hard to make money. The reason why some of our young ones are not able to spend money wisely now is because our generation who had a hard time